In this video, we will walk through each step for submitting a location request in the single address role. If you are a homeowner using Exactix to submit a location request for a do-it-yourself project, this is the role that you will be using. To begin a new location request, log into Exactix and click the New Ticket button under Welcome to Exactix in your home dashboard. You can do this from a computer, tablet, or even your smartphone. After you select New, you will be brought to the location request creation form. You will start with the contact information section. To save you time, your contact information is pre-populated into the section based on the information you use to create your Exactix account. You can enter other means of contacting you, such as a cell phone number, email address, or phone number. There is a field for email located below the alternate contact. You can use this to display another preferred email address for that specific location request. It is vital to keep your contact information accurate and up-to-date, as both UDig NY and locators for underground facility owners/operators may use this information to contact you if they have any questions or issues. For the site contact information section of the form, you will be presented with 2 questions regarding who is doing the work. Please indicate whether you will work as a homeowner by selecting yes. If you answer yes, you are not required to answer the next question and can proceed to the information about your project section of the location request form. If you have hired a contractor to do the work, please select no and answer the following question: who is doing the work? If you have hired a contractor, begin typing the company's name and choose from the list provided. If the name of the company you have hired is not on the provided list, you can continue typing without selecting an option. The field will populate with the name of your hired company or contractor. Next, you'll be asked about the details of your project. First, please let us know if your dig area has been marked in white to allow a utility locator to identify areas that must be located for underground utilities quickly. Select from the options of yes, no, or unknown to answer this question. If the area is marked in a color other than white, please answer this question with the no response and note in the comments field at the bottom of the location request creation form that the area is marked in a specific color. For example, the work area is marked in black. You'll then be asked if any explosives or blasting are being used. The field is a yes/no question. If you or your hired contractor plan to use explosives, like dynamite, during your job, please select yes from the drop-down options. Next, you'll be asked what type of equipment you're using. Once you begin typing, a list of possible matches will populate. You can select your option from the drop-down menu by clicking it or pressing enter or return on your keyboard. If you need to enter more than one type of equipment, start typing the next item you're using for that job. Then, you'll be asked if horizontal drilling or boring is being done. If you or your contractor will use the equipment for directional drilling or boring on your job site, select yes to this question using the drop-down options. Depth. Next, type in how deep you plan to dig for your project. The unit drop-down can be changed to reflect the unit of measurement. You can choose feet, inches, yards, miles, or meters. Leave this blank if you don't know the depth you will be digging. Work site dimensions. Similar to the depth, use the length and width fields to indicate the dimensions of your work area. This should be the approximate size of the entire dig area, not just the size of the hole or trench you plan to dig. You will have the same entry options as you did for depth. Find the address of the dig site. In the next section, we're finding the address for your dig site. First, we have to find the street address. Enter the address where you will be digging. As you start typing in the address or street name, a list of potential matches will appear in the drop-down, with the closest matches at the top. Select the option in which your address is included in the range by clicking on the correct match. Once you select your address, you will notice that the map to the right of the location request creation form will change, and your chosen address will be blue. If you have made a mistake and want to start over again on the address selection or change the address, click the Reset Text following the street address field. After you've entered and selected your street address, the city/place, county, and state fields will all be populated based on your selection. You can only place a location request utilizing this online service if your address is found. If you cannot locate your address using this form, please call 811 to speak to a damage prevention representative. The damage prevention representative will assist in finalizing a location request for your job. Near street. If your street address and place were found, then a list of the nearest intersecting streets will be displayed once you click in the field. Select the correct match from the drop-down list. Selecting your nearest street will also change your map. Your nearest street will be highlighted in red. You may have to use the zoom out feature on the map to verify the location of your nearest street. Use the minus icon on the left side of the map to zoom out. You can use the plus icon above it to zoom back into the property you have selected as your job site. Next, you'll be asked to specify where you will dig on the lot. Click on all that apply. Note, you don't need to select additional options if you click the entire property. However, depending on your project, you may include street to centerline with the whole property option. If additional locate instructions are necessary, use the comments field at the bottom of the form. Next, you'll be asked if you are working on both sides of the street. Select the drop-down to click Yes, No, or Unknown. If you select Yes or Unknown, you will notice the highlighted blue dig site area on the map will increase in size to account for the work on both sides of the street. Then, you'll be asked if you're working within 25 feet of the street. Select the drop-down to answer this question by clicking Yes, No, or Unknown. Next, you'll be asked what type of digging will occur at this address, allowing you to inform the utility companies of the kind of work you will perform. In this field, you can select the type of work you are doing from the drop-down or enter a type that is not listed. For example, you can select addition and add more details like new deck. You can access the drop-down list by clicking in the box or typing in the first few letters of your work type. By law, your start date must be at least 2 working days, but not more than 10 working days, from the date you submit a regular location request. Your work start date and time are automatically filled to the first legal start date possible based on the date you are filling out your location request, but you can set the start date up to 10 working days from the date you are placing your location request. To change your work start date, click on the calendar icon and click on the date you plan to start your work. The form will only allow you to select a date within this range. Your available date options will be black. Unavailable dates will be grayed out. To adjust the start time of your planned work, within the calendar icon, use the arrows above and below the designated time to change the time forward or backward. Please note, holidays and weekends are not included in the working/business day calculation and may impact your first legal start date. For the estimated work completion date, please identify the date you think your work will be completed. This date will be automatically populated with your selected work start date. You may adjust your estimated work completion date following the steps in the last section. Location request expires if work does not start by. Since markings can fade or deteriorate over time, your location request will have an expiration date. You cannot alter this date in the form because it is based on your selected work start date time. If you do not begin your work by the expiration date indicated in this field, you must submit a new location request. Next is the comments field, which places any additional information or instructions to be sent to the member utilities. For example, a map is available to locators upon request. The final question on the form requires verifying that your map matches your dig site. Review your map. If your map accurately matches the location information you have entered into the form, answer this question using the Yes option in the drop-down. If you select No, that the blue shaded area does not cover your dig site, a warning will appear on your screen. You can return to the ticket to correct the dig site location by clicking the Go Back button at the bottom of the pop-up. You can also save the location request as is and call 811 to speak to a UDig NY damage prevention representative, who will assist you in finalizing your request. Once you have verified that all the information and the dig site mapping are correct, click the Save/Continue button at the bottom of the form/screen. If you want to cancel the request before you save your ticket, click on the Discard button to the right. Once you click on the Save/Continue button, you will be taken to the Verify Location screen. Please review the information on this page. If everything is correct, click the Above Information is Correct button at the bottom. If you need to make corrections, click the Back to Ticket button. Once you have verified the correct information, you will go to the Confirm Affected Utilities screen. This screen will list the member utilities notified regarding your location request. To finalize your submission, click the Send Ticket button at the bottom. If you want to review the ticket information again before sending your request, click the Back button. Clicking this will take you back to the main screen, where you can revise your location request if necessary. When you are ready to submit your locate request, click the Send Ticket button. After clicking the Send Ticket button, the following screen confirms your ticket has been saved and provides you with your ticket number, a copy of your mapped dig site, the affected utility list. Review the next steps. The excavator single address role gives users educational tips and information regarding the steps of the one-call notification process after location request submission. To scroll through the steps, click the Next button at the bottom of the screen. At any time, you can click on the Back button to review the previous steps/information. Click on the Print/Download Steps button to generate a PDF of the steps. Click on the Create Another Locate Request button to start a new ticket or the No Thank You button to exit the screen. We hope you found this video helpful, and if you have any questions or need assistance, please get in touch with UDig NY's web services team at webservices@udigny.org. We hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to subscribe to UDig NY on YouTube for more helpful videos.